Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Diablo 3. We are going to step in and try the set dungeon for the Firebird set. So I want to dismiss Cormac. We need to do this alone. So, primary objectives. Ignite or kill 20 enemies within 3 seconds 6 times. That seems straightforward enough. Hit 50 different enemies with the meteor that revives you. That's going to be more difficult because we're going to have to get surrounded by 50 things. So we'll see how it goes. Because we're really going to want a large group of mobs together. And this is not a large enough group, really. Maybe with the 2 of these in one. If I can pull them all together in like this. That was 38. Okay. I mean, this is probably going to be the easiest dungeon to just get one bit with, but we've got to wait now for our next meteor to be ready before we can activate it. Our mobility is going to be super high in the meantime. And because we only need 12 more mobs, and there's 123 left around, we can afford to really kind of blitz through most of these. Okay, we can get killed if we find a big enough group. This is not a big enough group, so let's just murder everyone around here. Okay. Okay, between all of these, that should be it. There we go. Right. Everyone dies. And I can't teleport just yet. Okay, there is 3 mobs left somewhere.
Not ready yet.
But I've got 2 minutes to find them, so, you know. There's 1. There's 2. There we go! This is not one of those dungeons that you need to gear yourself down for. Dismissing your follower, more than enough. And because there's no failure clause on it, like if you take cold damage, then you're in trouble. We don't need to worry about any of that. We even gained a Garrigan level. Okay, back to town we go. And where's Cormac? Come back. Okay. Next up, let's go to Act 1 and we will do all of these. And you know what? I think we'll do them at Torment 14 because we were just Greater Rifting at Torment 14 and it was perfectly fine. I don't see this going badly for us at all. I'm pretty certain we were doing it at 14. Anyway. One, two, three, four. Every time we destroy something, we get a burst of speed. That includes the door. Here we go, into Regret Sea. That's just sickeningly good, the amount of damage we were putting out there. So we're definitely going to be making ourselves some Hellfire Amulets. Another point goes into maximum arcane power.
Still waiting.
I'm wondering if I should put the difficulty up one more, but the jump between 14 and 15 is quite big. Just stand in the middle and spam your kill skill. That's how these things work. Okay, so we've only got one thing left, which is killing Iswal. Yeah, well, let's go kill Iswal, and then we'll come back and we'll do the other ones. Because then at least we can tick things off in order. Rakenorth, Iswal, there he is. Now, I know it's faster to go the other way round to get to Iswal, but I don't mind going through and killing some things on the way. It's good for our experience. It's good for thinning out the demon numbers, and it's good for a bit of variety as well. Oh my god, look at all those Death Breaths. We're still going to need to figure out what to do with the Death Breaths. I think it's going to be upgrading swords so we can try and get Deathwish. Yeah, I can do mirror images as well, mate. Only thing I don't like about these guys is they live for a little bit after they've done their little death animation. Well, everyone loves an accidental bounty. This is where we're going.
Need more time.
Pop. Ooh, Staff of Herding. Hello.
I am returning to town.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to obviously learn that. So. Staff of Herding. It takes everything that we don't have. We're not going to go and grind these out this season. But if you've never done the Staff of Herding, if you find the plan for it, it's pretty good fun. It's yeah, a nice little hidden gem in the game. Okay, broken staff. Well, may as well just salvage that up. What's next? Slayer is complete. So on to champion. Torment 10 Rift within 6 minutes. We can definitely do that. 3 gems to 35. We're in the process of doing that. Flawless Royal Gems. Slay the Soul of Evil at Torment 10. Alright, we'll go and do these. Belial, Queen Ariane. Yeah. Okay, so back to Act 1. Yeah, let's clear some space. Nice try, but you missed me, mate. Missed me quite significantly, actually. Okay, that's another thing ticked off. Let's go in and do the final one.
Not ready yet.
It's taking a while for my inventory to open up there. That was worrying. That actually hurt a little bit. Okay, so now it's just you, lady. Probably shouldn't have teleported right in the middle of that, but you know, what are you gonna do? Ooh, a wand. Hello. Let's take that. Darkness recedes. There was a lot of explosions. We didn't really move around much. But we have it's not even a fun wand. Whoop-de-doo. I mean, this is possibly the one build where we could actually use it. You know, die and then, like, listen to it chuckle and comment and stuff. But, no. We've already got one, so we're just going to salvage it up. Right, so next up on our list... Regular Rift. Torment 10 within 6 minutes. So let's drop the difficulty down and we'll really blitz through it. And then we'll put it back up again, of course. This is a terrible layout. Also, we might get distracted slightly. Maybe. I don't know. There is a small possibility that I will get distracted. Let's just try and grab some of these. I think we'll manage the 6 minutes. But we have slowed down quite a bit. I did see a couple more orbs dotted around, but we might just need to push on to the next section. So I think that's what we'll do. Terrible navigation area. Maybe we won't do it in time. Okay. Grab a potion, grab these. Right, let's head back. We can't be interrupted while doing this. It was supposed to be town portaling, but it wasn't. Okay, and then we are grabbing as many of the bits as we can. That we're up this way. Let's grab the sword, grab the death breaths, all those gems. Almost got more death breaths. Wow, that was a lot of stuff. So 210 death breaths at the moment. We did have like 96 before, so it's come out quite well for us. Demon's Hide, Hallowed Defenders, that's great. These are really cool. So Shen, learn about the Royal Topaz and the Royal Diamond. In the meantime, we'll ID our stuff. And have a look at what's next. So gems to 35, craft a flawless royal gem. Belial and Queen Ariane. Okay. Do we already have a Swami? We do already have a Swami, so Swami can go. We've already got a Shard of Fate, that can go. Bottomless Potion of the Leech. Interesting, but not really as good as our increased armor. Even if it is the worst armor one we could have. Okay, let's salvage up our stuff, and then I think we can take a look at our gem upgrades. Gem upgrades seems like a good plan. Right. Remove and combine. So with a new type of topaz. A little bit more in terms of reduction. I'm wondering, actually, whether it's worth us swapping these over from Resist All. Okay, topazes. 10 Imperial topazes. That would get us 3... and 2. So we're significantly increasing our intelligence, which is going to increase our damage output. That's the main reason why I'm doing this. In exchange for reducing our resistance. Now we've got our cheat deaths, so I'm not too worried about this, but it is going to definitely feel different when we step out and do things. So we have to bear that in mind. I think the Belial fight is probably a little bit dangerous to go for first. So let's do the Queen. Actually... No. Yeah, the Queen will be fine. Oh, Torment 10. Yeah, we don't want to be at Torment 10.
Need more time.
I knew there was something I was forgetting. Right, we need to put it back up to Torment 14. So we'll be killing things faster, but taking more damage is the short of it.
Not ready yet.
Now, how much of a damage increase that gives us, hard to quantify exactly. But adding 5 intelligence gems is not going to be an insignificant amount of increase. Especially when you think that our Wazichian armbands are also contributing to our fire damage output.
I'm just warming up. Still waiting.
And I think we'll do a whole bunch of swords after this.
Just warming up. Need more time.
Yeah, get them all killed. Nothing over that way. We are looking for the way into the Queen. And it is not down this way either.
I'm just warming up. Need more archery power.
Let's just teleport away from that for a moment.
Need more time.
350. Oh, this looks promising. This is the kind of path that then leads to an entirely new area. Slightly frozen. Ever so slightly frozen. Look at how many death breaths we get. That emanates power on the Sage's set. It is, like, entirely power creep. It's been the biggest problem with Diablo 3 since they introduced Luke 2.0 and Seasons. And I do appreciate that they want the game to be enjoyable at end game, but it completely trivializes the actual journey to end game, which I know is what people want with an action RPG at this stage in its life cycle, but it's a bit of a shame. It's a bit of a shame. Alright. That went really well. I think we can take on Belial. We'll put our point in over here. Pretty certain we already have a Dovu energy trap. Yeah, there it is. So that can just get salvaged up. You elemental twerkers are no match for me and my... You're actually quite explodey. Let's move over this way. I want those shoulders, actually. Teleport away. I do like the fact that I end up being pretty darn quick, even without the whole teleport thing, down to Wazuchian armbands. It does feel very snappy when I'm running around like... Whoop. Okay. Oh, you're still alive, are you? Well, not for long. I don't care about that. That is the wrong shoulders for anything interesting for us. This world is mine, he says, when we all know it's not. Look at that, three taps. Two hits. Two hits. Yeah. I'm saying nothing. Now, increasing our intelligence does give us a little bit of resistance, just not in the same way that putting diamonds in would. Right, yeah, let's ID those shoulders. We'll put this point in. So the dashing pauldrons of despair they come across. All of this is going to get salvaged up. In terms of this, grinding out gems and crafting a flawless royal gem, those two are kind of at odds with each other. So a flawless royal gem. Oh, we could do a flawless imperial emerald. No, hang on, sorry, flawless royal. So yeah. Topaz and diamond are the closest, and amethyst closely after that, but we don't actually have a plan for it. So we would need to find plans. So carrying on doing bounties is the best way to do that. In the meantime, let's go for some swords. I'm sure we don't have enough to do 10, but I will try 10. So, upgrade rare item. Ingeom, not what we want. Deathwish. Amazing. While channeling Arcane Torrent, Disintegrate, or Rare Frost, all damage is increased by 311%. All damage. That includes combustion stacks. So, there's a lot of potential there. Let's extract that. Oh no, actually we want to use it, don't we? Oof. Oh. Okay, yeah, so if we're going to use it, what do we want to re-roll on it to get a socket in it? It's a reasonable percentage one. Yes, yes. It means that etched sigil becomes useless for us, really, other than the fact it's got great stats on it. Okay. Let's get a socket in this before we decide. I think it's gonna have to be the vitality. Although having the vitality on it is a really nice thing. Now let's lose the 6% damage. The 6% damage is a really low roll. The vitality is a really high roll. There we go. And I think the way that this is going to end up working for us is we'll be channeling for a second. All damage is increased, and then we pop that, and it should... I mean, it doesn't give us a direct indication, but it should just work. Okay, next up we're going to get belts.
I can't afford that.
And we'll try upgrading these ones. I really want to reduce the arcane power cost. So upgrade rare item. These are not the belts I'm looking for. All right, let's go make some more. Don't think we've got enough to do many, but 99, yeah, we can do another 3 blackthorns. No. Raise the strop. No. String of Ears is okay, actually. So the intelligence is on par. The vitality is on par. The armor is about equivalent to the resist all. It's just it will reduce damage from anything that gets right up close to us. So we're no longer dropping missiles from the sky. And I think actually that that leads us on to the next thing that we have to do, which is getting the Hellfire Amulets. Conflagration passive, interesting. Unstable Anomaly passive, that is S tier. That is S tier. We will lose quite a bit of damage, but we could re-roll the cooldown of skills into critical. So that's really good for us. I'm going to create another one just because we've got the stuff for it. Okay, let's have a look at this. So Unstable Anomaly is, I can't have both up at the same time. It's really good for us. If we swap that across, we'd probably go for Elemental Exposure, I guess. Conflagration is a good choice as well. Yeah, I think Elemental Exposure. So if we're going for Elemental Exposure, that means the Unstable Anomaly has to come up here. So we're going to re-roll that cooldown of skills into something else. It's a shame the intelligence is a little bit of a low roll, but you take what you can get. Fire skills deal 20% more damage. That seems pretty good to me. So damage 467. I want to see if we can get a massive. In fact, let's do some experimenting. So critical hit chance increased by 8.5%. So 467 goes up to 513. So that's giving us more paper damage. And what's our critical hit damage here? 206. So 513 goes up to 551. Yeah, critical hit damage is where the magic is. And it's kind of what I thought, but it's good to have it reaffirmed. Wow, we are out of materials. Okay, let's salvage stuff up. I'm pretty happy with that. So, Twisted Sword, you have done us well. Come across. Indium.
I hate to think that any more of our order could come to harm.
All of us know the risk.
Well, we don't have an Indium already, so that comes across. Razor Strop, I'm pretty certain. Yeah, so both Razor Strops, they're going to get salvaged up. Yang's Envelopment, we've already got one. Do we not? I thought we had. It's not massively interesting, but Witching Hour, that just goes. Tal Rusher's Brace, that is going with Tal's set over here. Blackthorns, that's just going to go. Tal Rusher's Allegiance, we want the thing out of it first. Seabour's Nightmare, already got one. And these, we could in theory re-roll them. They'll probably get different stats on them if we do. Okay. Progress. So we've shifted our gear around quite significantly, actually. More damage reduction. More passive, useful skills. Maybe more damage output. Hard to say. Hard to say for certain. I mean, it works out about the same damage, but our toughness is up. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I was going to salvage all of these now. And gems come across here. Okay. So the things that we've got left to do are gems up to 35. So with that, we've got enough time to carry on pushing our gems just a little bit. That is a little bit more damage reduction from melee, not from elemental twerkers flinging lightning around at us. Which is an entirely different problem. I want those. Let's get that from the stairs. Oops, did not mean to teleport up here, but I'll roll with it. So, the game definitely struggles with the mirror images doing things, and I've got a pretty powerful machine. But that's fine, that's part of the fun, isn't it? Okay, not that way. I mean, just the fact that we're nuking these things without the convention of elements round on it is a really, really good sign. And this is at 67. Now, we have seen our health go down a little bit now and then, but generally, we're standing in the middle of mobs, exploding on them, and we're fine. So once we get that last belt and Ashnagar's blood braces, those are the two things that we're waiting for. they will let us finish out this build and then think about, you know, pushing forwards to crazy, crazy high levels. After we've ticked off the rest of the season journey, I mean, we're not going to get ourselves killed just for no reason. Speed pylon, not good for our resources. Really not good for our resources. He actually took quite a few on the chin, that guy. I didn't look at his stats, but maybe he was a juggernaut. You know, extra health and resistance. Or perhaps I'm just not doing as much damage as I thought I was. Shield pylon, great. I think Wazichi and armbands are actually hurting us rather than helping us. There we go, a couple of taps in the back. And we have a whole bunch of things, including a cloak that I really think we're not going to care about. Is that another slot? Madness. Okay, well, Bane of the Stricken, that at least goes up to 25. So we are getting the benefit against Rift bosses and Guardians. All IDL stuff. Put our points in. Ooh. So it's not as good as our current one, which is a real shame. It's a real shame. Extra life, fears enemies nearby, that's interesting. Zulu's Improbable Chain is always nice, but... yeah, it's Gesture of Orpheus, it's not Snorlax madness. Okay. Alright, well that comes across. The Rebuke, that's new, so that comes across. For Zulu's Improbable Chain... did we already have one of these? Let's put it here with Veer's set. Convention of Elements, we may as well salvage that up now. You're new. You're new, and that cloak is just not going to be helpful to us at all. So, Kadala, let's talk about braces still.
That will look nice on you.
So, when we were doing just Energy Twister, this would have been really, really useful. And it is a very, very nice bracer. I'm going to switch across to it, because we are still casting Energy Twister. And now it's going to periodically pull in lesser mobs. I still want Ashnagar's Blood Bracer though, so we're still going to ask for more. That's fine, we didn't get it. Doesn't matter. Wazichian armbands. I do have one, so yeah, let's just salvage these up. And that's a pretty good step up for our equipment, I'd say. Deathwish is going to be really, really handy. It's a side grade, but hopefully it's going to stop us from running into resource issues quite as much. We'll have to obviously see how that goes. But yeah, plenty more things that we can do to work on our character build. So next time, we're probably going to carry on getting our gems up to level 35. Might run some bounties just for variety, because we haven't done that in a while. We could blitz through a whole bunch, try and get some plans. But that is all going to be next time. So thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for some more Diablo 3. See you soon.